Since John Fremont saw its beautiful blue waters in 1844, Lake Tahoe has been a global destination. People have been drawn to the lake's clarity for generations. Let's face it, there's something special about these waters. Located just 25 miles from Reno, and in regular driving conditions a little over an hour from Sacramento, Lake Tahoe is one of the most beautiful and largest destinations in the West. With 5 world-class ski resorts viewing the lake, and almost a dozen within a short drive, Lake Tahoe is an ideal winter sports destination. Along with some of the best skiing and riding on the planet, Lake Tahoe also has some of the finest mountain biking and hiking trails as well. With the Tahoe Rim Trail, you'll find your way around a 165-mile loop that circumnavigates the lake. With a total population of 55,000, the Tahoe Basin remains the same awe-inspiring place that drew the Washoe tribe here some 10,000 years ago. Tourism is year-round as Lake Tahoe's main source of income, while visitors and locals alike bask in the outdoor recreational options available at every turn. Just take a look around the basin. From mountain biking Mr. Toad's Wild Ride on the south shore, hiking to Marlette Lake on the east shore, skiing down KT-22 at Squaw Valley on the west shore, or launching your next aquatic adventure at Sand Harbor on the north shore, Lake Tahoe is an outdoor adventure waiting for you. If you've spent any time in Lake Tahoe, you already know there's plenty of activities for singles, couples, groups, and families alike. One of the best things about communities around Reno is the food. Along with nationally recognized chefs and a host of great food choices, you have an endless supply of options. For example, let's say you just spent the day on Granite Chief, or you're staying a few nights in the Tahoe Basin and could really go for a beer. We have a place for you that will definitely fill your cravings. Tahoe Mountain Brewing Company.
Originally, I started brewing shortly after college on the homebrew level. So that's really how I got into it as a hobby. Brewing is my life. You know, it's really front and center aside from, you know, the important things like family. But I dream about it. I wake up and think about it. I come here and work all day. I go home and I think about it, and I go back to sleep and dream about it. So it's my life, you know. It means a lot. Yeah. My tastes change seasonally, you know. Some days I'll love porters, some days I'll love IPAs, you know, some days I'll love barrel-aged beers. It always changes, but here I think my favorite beer is French Pils. It's a take on a classic Pilsner. It's just fermented with Saison yeast, and so you get more estery beer, but it's just a really clean, crisp beer, really straightforward. Definitely my favorite beer here. Generally, we have a few beers that we make year-round. You know, our IPAs, our porters, kind of our standard fare of beer. Provisions are Saison. But like throughout the year, we'll either have, you know, barrel-aged beers that get released if they're ready. You know, it's like our Imperial Stout, usually we try to release that in the winter. But then we'll have our fruited Saisons available. It's hard to say like when those beers are available because you can't put a number on when those beers are going to be finished. Generally, we try to release those in the late summer or fall. It ebbs and flows, especially with the barrel-aged beers. Like I said, you don't have a specific finished date. It's really whenever that beer is ready. You can't rush it. I'm lucky enough to have an owner that kind of gives us free reign to brew new styles and brew different beers, and we try to keep it seasonally, but at the same time, we might make a lemon wit beer in the winter, So it's really kind of free reign, which is amazing. Adam Thomas, head brewer / director of operations, Tahoe Mountain Brewing Company. Been here for almost 3 years. Yeah.
Along with being a fantastic local brewery, Tahoe Mountain Brewing Company has 2 locations, one in Truckee and one on Highway 28 in Tahoe City. Take some time, get to know Adam and the folks at either location, and take some beer home with you. You won't regret it. Let's get back to food. Reno, Tahoe has some of the finest chefs on the planet. If you're looking for a perfect place for a date, we just might have a solution. The Soule Domain.
I want people to walk away feeling like they had a complete experience, full of good food, at a good price, having had a good time. There's a good reason the Soule Domain has been voted best place to take a date for 15 years in a row. The romantic setting combined with innovative menu make dining at the Soule Domain a memorable experience. Chef and owner Charlie Soule's upscale, intimate restaurant deliciously combines style and romance in the cozy dining room managed by brother Steve Soule since 1985. In a place where businesses rise and fall with the uncertain tides of the tourism industry, the Soule Domain is a unique success story. And the man at the center of this story is no less unique. Dinner service starting at 6. The Soule Domain, open 7 days a week.
If you have any questions about the show, need more information on a guest, or just want to say thanks, you can email us anytime. We'd like to thank the guys at Tahoe Mountain Brewing, Charlie and the Soule Domain, and of course, Todd White with Up Productions for everything. Come see us next time for your next adventure.